Heads up, Jinga Hagane. I, Kiyoya Tatagami, am going to crush you like the little bug that you are. With this Leone, that is.
Hey guys, it's Halo553. Welcome back to another Beyblade X unboxing. Today we're going to be checking out the latest release in the Crossovers project, that being Rock Leone. So first off, a look at the packaging. Absolutely love this packaging, and it's very, very small. Just to put into perspective on how small this is, I'll bring in the standard booster packaging for Beyblade X. As you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than that. And just for another comparison, here it is with a booster pack from Metal Masters. So you can see that it's not as small as the Hasbro booster packaging from Metal Masters, but it's definitely on that level. But I do love that it's like recreating the original packaging from 2009. As you see, we've got a very nice image of Kiyoya right there. Of course, you got Rock Leone. On the top, you got Rock Leone going up against Storm Pegasus, Right Spin, Defense Type. On the side, Beyblade X app. The other side, Crossover Project. And on the back is more your usual Beyblade X stuff. So, of course, we have the Rock Leone Blade. For the Ratchet, we have 680. And then for the bit, we have Gear Needle. So, let's get into this. I'm going to open up from the bottom. So, yeah, if you're going to be opening this up, the QR card's on the bottom. But, yeah, I've been very excited for this ever since this got revealed. Oh, that's a tight fit. Okay, so let me get this out. Because we have the instructions along with the stickers. So, we have the bay itself. Actually, come. There we go. That looks really nice. Alright, I'll get the parts laid out on the table and we'll go over it in more detail. Alright, so here is Rock Leone out of the packaging. So first off, you do get a sticker sheet. Sticker sheet is pretty self-explanatory. It's just the face bolt and the launch stickers. Pretty simple to put on. If you're having a little bit of trouble getting the stickers on, I would suggest using a little bit of some tweezers. So let's have a look at the blade. I absolutely love how this looks. Now, Rock Leone was, of course, used by Kiyoya Tatagami in the first season of in the first 2 seasons of Beyblade Metal Fight. Pretty awesome character. I mean, he was pretty prominent in all 3 seasons, even though he was a bit more of a side character in Metal Masters. But still, love how this blade looks. Really recreates the shape of it really, really well. So this is a defense type blade. So it is meant to be designed to repel attacks. Now, of course, being a crossover project bay, that's not going to be the case fully, but still looks really, really nice. Now, unfortunately, like the other crossover project bays, he is pretty on the lighter side, and he is actually pretty unbalanced, which is really, really weird to see. But I will say, looks-wise, this looks absolutely fantastic. I think out of all the Metal Fight crossover bays they've done so far, I think this is my absolute favorite. I think they did an amazing job. So yeah, that's the blade. So for the Ratchet, we have 680. So done in all white. So this is obviously trying to recreate the 145 Ratchet that the original bay came with. Now, competitive-wise, 680 is not great. I mean, the 6 Ratchets are pretty good, but not at the 80 height. So, but still, this will look really, really great on Rock Leone. Finally, for the bit, we have probably the most controversial part of this bay. We have Gear Needle. Now, the original bay came with wide ball. So, why didn't this come with a ball bit? Well, the main explanation from Takara Tomy is since defense types have been kind of reclassified with Beyblade X, and they don't have any ball bits, they have to use something that is a defense bit, so this is one of the closest things they went with. Now, Takara does suggest you can use Wall Ball, because it's similar naming convention to White Ball. But you could also use, say, the white ball bit as well. So like it's not like it's impossible to actually get it looking exactly like the original Rock Leone. But I can understand why people are not happy with Gear Needle being included. But I mean, it's not the end of the world, at least for me. But still, nice to get Gear Needle in a new color. So of course, with this combination of parts, it makes Rock Leone a defense type. Alright, so let's now do some weights. So the Gear Needle bit, this weighs 2.01 grams. The 6A ratchet, this weighs 6.84 grams. And the blade itself, this one weighs 29.81 grams. So yeah, it is on the lighter side of the scale. I've seen some that have been hitting to 29.9, but I will say the weight is definitely not too bad. It is lighter than Storm Pegasus and Lightning El Drago, but I will say still not too bad for a crossover Project Bay. So let's get this all put together. So there's the full combo. I will say it looks really good. So full combination, this weighs 38.70. So we'll say not too bad. I mean, considering it's a crossover Project Bay, definitely can't complain about that. Now for some comparisons, here is Rock Leone next to, as you could say, it's one of its successors, Leon Claw. So you can see how the Lion Bay has evolved from at least 2 different generations. Here it is with Leon Crest. So you can see how they look. Here it is with Storm Pegasus and Lightning El Drago. I think they look really nice together. Can't wait to see when they make Sagittario. I think that'll look really good with them. And finally, I don't have an original Rock Leone, but here it is with my Counter Leon from back in the day. So you can see how they look side by side. Alright, so let's do some test spins with this thing. Let's do some test spins with this. I'm not going to be doing any test battles with Rock Leone today, because I kind of want to keep this looking pretty. I mean, for a defense type, it's sticking relatively into the middle. Well done, thanks to Gear Needle. Yeah, that's actually pretty unbalanced. You can really see that. Okay. We'll do that one more time. Not too bad. So that is it for my look at the new crossover project, Rock Leone. I am very happy with how this turned out. In my opinion, out of the 3 Metal Fight crossover project bays they've done so far, I think Rock Leone's maybe my favorite. Don't get me wrong, I am very nostalgic for these bays, because Metal Fight was the era I grew up with Beyblade. So, but still, I am very impressed with how Rock Leone turned out. Now, competitive-wise, is this going to be good? Probably not. I mean, it is lightweight. It is pretty unbalanced for a defense type, which is pretty weird. and its part combination's not fantastic. I think out of the three, like Storm Pegasus and Lightning Hydro has had at least some competitive success, thanks to at least being over 32 grams, but Rock Leone might not be the same case. Now granted, it might actually do well in lightweight tiers. I mean, there is the possibility of that. But can I still recommend this bay? I will say, if you are a massive Metal Fight fan, I definitely say pick it up. He is definitely one of the best looking crossover project bays they've done so far. But yeah, I definitely can recommend them, especially to go along with these two. But that's going to do it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Beyblade X videos in the future. And until then, I'll see you all in the next video.